As a multi-billion dollar company, WWE has a lot of risks that can hurt its business. The COVID pandemic, rival wrestling organizations, fan attendance, and TV viewership dropping are some of the obvious ones. But another danger that could be very costly to WWE is one we see almost every week: the tattoos on Randy Orton's arms. Let me explain. In 2018, a tattoo artist named Catherine Alexander sued WWE as well as Take-Two Interactive, the studio that creates the WWE video games. Years ago, Alexander had inked the tattoos Randy Orton wears on both of his arms. When he joined WWE, Orton gave WWE the right to use his name and likeness. Like with all their wrestlers, WWE sub-licensed the Viper's likeness to be used in video games. The issue is that Catherine Alexander never gave WWE or Take-Two Interactive permission to use the tattoos she designed in their games. The tattoo artist actually took issue with this back in 2009 and contacted WWE's legal department. It's reported that they laughed at her and said she had no legal ground. The company did, however, offer Alexander $450, which she turned down. Then, as previously mentioned, she came back with a lawsuit years later. After spending a couple of years in the legal system, a judge ruled that WWE and Take-Two Interactive did copy Catherine Alexander's work, and she had a valid trademark on Randy Orton's tattoos. This means that the lawsuit will move to a jury trial, which will determine who wins. If the court rules in favor of the tattoo artist, that would be seriously bad news for WWE. Not only would WWE have to pay damages to Alexander, but think of how many of their wrestlers have tattoos. If WWE loses this court ruling, other tattoo artists could go after the company for using their work without permission. Then, going forward, WWE would have to get permission from a wrestler's tattoo artist in order to have them appear in almost anything. Now, this isn't the first time something like this has happened. The company Solid Oak Sketches had sued Take-Two Interactive over the use of their tattoos in the NBA 2K video games. Take-Two won that lawsuit because, 1. The tattoos that appeared in the NBA games were a very small part of the game's data. 2nd, the court decided that the tattoo artists granted the NBA players non-exclusive implied licenses to use the tattoos as part of their likenesses. And 3rd, it was deemed that Take-Two Interactive's reproduction of the tattoos was transformative and fell under fair use. Now, because Take-Two won a very similar lawsuit, you might think that they will easily win this one over the use of Randy Orton's tattoos. However, the court rejected all of the arguments Take-Two made to win the NBA case. This is why the Randy Orton lawsuit is moving on to a jury trial. Now it's up to 12 individuals to determine whether or not a tattooed person has control over the use of their likeness. Needless to say, but WWE has a lot riding on this case. That's kind of intense, so let's chill out. Take it easy by watching the video on screen.